Hey guys, review today on this Kizer Sovereign. It's the V4423A1. Actually, it's a different model than that, but this one has the blue textured G10. Let's get into the numbers real quick. It's an overall length, 8.25 inches. Blade length, 3.625. Blade thickness, 0.13 inches. VG10 steel. Stonewash finish. Handle length 4.625 inches. Handle material is that textured G10. Weight 5.3 ounces. It's a heavy one, guys. And okay, so there's the numbers. Let's actually talk about the knife. I bought this based on many good reviews I've seen of Kizer knives. A lot of people are saying these are a really good Chinese brand that's interested in making very nice high-end folders at an affordable price. So I picked this thing up, and right out of the box, this thing is big and heavy, way more than you would expect. You know, you look at this thing and you're just kind of like, wow. It's big, it's heavy, it's got this really nice texturing on the G10. It really makes it comfortable in hand. Lanyard hole. You have the two options for left and right hand tip up carry. We're going to open this blade. Pretty smooth for such a big heavy blade. We're actually going to have to zoom out and get an aerial photo. This sucker's so big. You can see it's kind of a reverse Tonto design. Really interesting blade shape. I really like it. What drew me to this particular knife was the blade shape. This is a very nice work style knife. You can get those really kind of nice belly cuts on the tip, so if you are cutting into boxes, things like that, you still have that tip where you can do the draw cuts, but you have that little bit of belly there as well for slicing. But then you have this nice flat section near the handle where if you are doing close-up fine work, carving and things like that, you do have a nice flat section to work on that as well. So the blade does offer quite a bit for what it has. It has, you know, a little bit of everything. Flipper design, but also has dual thumb studs with equal on each side, so it has no preference to left or right. You can see it's a liner lock with two stainless liners in there. Open pillar construction. We're going to close this thing up. So we can look at blade centering. You can see it's a little bit favoring to the left, but not by much. Not by much at all. It should be like right there, you know, so you're talking like half a millimeter. Smooth action, guys. Really smooth. You can see I'm doing this behind the camera, putting very little effort and no flick into it, and it's still, well, that time it didn't. Kind of pointing it upwards a little, but it doesn't really take a flick to do this, especially, you know, bear in mind I'm behind the camera. You do flick and it opens with absolute authority. Very ergonomic. This thing fits my hand perfect. And I've got weird hands. I got big, huge palms, little tiny fingers. Yeah, I'm a freak. But this thing just locks into my hand, just something nice. You know, you have those two kind of finger choils there, and a little bit of a third. Locks right in there really good. That flipper gives you a nice guard. No jimping on the top. I really wish there was some jimping there. That would really make the knife. But you can also kind of reach up here if you really want. If you are doing some kind of fine slicing, you can definitely choke up on that because it does have that curved spine to it. Very interesting. Saber grind. Very sharp out of the box. This thing came absolutely laser sharp. I ran this thing through my test. I cut a lot of cardboard with this thing, guys, and it's on par with Spyderco's VG10. The numbers I got, I was able to cut like 60 or 70 linear feet out of this before this lost the ability to shave hair. I think my Spyderco VG10 cut around 80. So this thing is definitely on par with the Spyderco VG10. And I think the only reason why it didn't do as well is because the blade is so thick and it's a Saber grind. You know, when you're comparing cutting cardboard, a full flat grind is always going to do better than a Saber grind. And you do have a big thick edge with a kind of a thicker bevel to it, you know. So it's kind of, it's not a natural cardboard sizer, so I think my results out of there are really good. The pocket clip's very comfortable. It's a nice, pretty deep carry. You have just a little bit of the knife sticking out. You also can set yourself up with a lanyard, so that'll hang out of your pocket. You know, give you a little extra something to grab onto. But yeah, overall, I really like the looks of the knife. I really like the feel of the knife. Ergonomics, a little bit heavy. You know, I really wish a little more. You know, maybe if they milled out some of the liners to cut down on weight, maybe thinned up the blade a little bit, this thing could really be like top 10 knife for me. It's up there, you know, it's definitely top 20, but not top 10. But I think just because it is a little heavy, this is something you're going to know this is in your pocket. See, I got my little skull guy there. You're going to know this is in your pocket. You're going to feel it. It is, you know, it's pretty heavy. It's pretty heavy. It's a pretty hefty little guy for them. You know, and the price on this, you're talking, I think it was around 65 bucks or so I paid for it. So you're going to pay a little bit, but that's what you're going to pay for a Spyderco in VG10 as well. Stonewash, I'm a sucker for stonewash, guys. I really like stonewash blades, and this is no different. And you know, don't mind that phone, guys. We don't answer our home phone anyway. But yeah, everything on this is done well. You know, I really like that they did a good job. It's got that thicker blade, and I know it's kind of a bit of an oxymoron, because VG10 does take such a fine edge. To put it on such a thick blade is a little bit of an oxymoron, but I can live with it, you know, because the VG10 does, you know, it's really good stainless steel and has really good edge retention. But it, like I said, it's just kind of awkward to have it on such a big, heavy knife, because it seems kind of a waste, because it would still have that good toughness and edge retention if it were a thinner knife and thinner blade. But yeah, I mean, it carries well in the pocket. It's just heavy, you know. So this may not be, if you're weight sensitive, this is not going to be an EDC for you. You know, it's not something I would bring backpacking because it is so heavy. But I think as a kind of a nice around the house, around the homestead, kind of hard use knife, I definitely use it. Is it, you know, price wise, you know, this is a tough one, guys, because, you know, I like the knife. I really like that shape. I like the stonewash. I like all that. You know, with a couple little changes, I think this knife could be dynamite. Like I said, thin this up, lighten it up a little bit, make it, you know, I really like, you know, like the things I like. I really like the ergonomic handle. I really like this textured G10. It's really comfortable, and even when your hands are wet or slick, it's still very comfortable and very secure grip. No hot spots. It's just very comfortable even when cutting long term. You know, very solid grip on it. You know, good quality lockup. No play in the blade at all. Just a lot of things done very, very right. It's just design-wise, not the perfect for EDC. Is it a bad knife? No. Is it the best knife on earth? No. Will it fit people's needs? Yes. If you are that guy who likes that big, honking, heavy EDC knife. So, I like it. I've carried it quite a bit, but I kind of find, guys, you know, this isn't my go-to choice for carrying, because it is a bit on the heavy side. So I like it. You know, if I'm doing something around the house, going out in the backyard, I'll throw this in my pocket, no problem. But, you know, if it's going to be a long day at the office and I'm going to be wearing kind of a light pair of slacks, this may not be the choice for me. But overall, bought it, like it. I like it a lot. I don't love it. I wanted to love it. I bought it. I thought I was going to love it, you know, but close but no cigar. So that's it, guys. Kizer Sovereign, you know, smooth action, nice build, nice quality, you know, sharpens like a dream. This thing gets so sharp. Really enjoyed it. So that's that.